Okay, we'll get started. Good evening. Welcome to the School Planning Committee meeting of Wednesday, January 19th, 2022. In keeping with an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, signed into law by Governor Baker on June 16th, 2021, this meeting will be conducted remotely over Zoom. Attendance by committee members will be remote, and remote attendance shall count towards quorum. The meeting will be broadcast and recorded on ECAT. If anyone has any questions or comments during the meeting, please put them in the Q&A feature, and please make sure to put your name and address. Thank you. So we'll get started with the minutes of December 15th, 2021. Does anyone have any questions or comments? And I can't see everyone, so just speak up if you have anything. No? Okay, then I will take a motion to approve the minutes of December 15th, 2021.
Helen, so moved.
Do I have a second?
O'Neill second.
Great.
O'Neill second.
Roll call vote. Martin?
Yes.
Cabral?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
O'Neill?
Yes.
Cedarbaum?
Yes.
Weintraub?
Yes.
Helen?
Yes.
Bamosi?
Bamosi, yes.
Is Sobrai here tonight? I couldn't see if Billy's here. No. And Wiseman, yes. Great, thank you. So construction progress update, Walter?
Of course, everyone can see the screen.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We'll take you right through a quick update. So in these two photos on the left, you can see some additional underground structures going in. That's a sewer manhole right in the front of the building at the main entry plaza. On the right, you see the temp roof that was loaded up with insulation. Or behind that, you can see the CMU and the door. That's the walkout to the roof for bringing materials up to the roof in the future, so that all those air filter changes and anyone who needs to access the roof doesn't need a ship's ladder to get up there. You can walk right up that set of stairs and out that door. That's in the background. You can see the high area of the cafeteria and the gymnasium in that photo as well. Moving along, we had our first window installs. I think maybe we might have shown this picture last meeting, but you can see further it's been AVB'd. The sealants are going around the window, and we're moving right along. You'll see some updates near that location as well soon. On the right, you'll see one of the first classrooms that received gypsum wallboard. You can see the windows over on the right, the wallboard throughout the room, and some materials that are still in there. So it's insulation that needs to go, or that went in the wall. So there's just the remainder of what was not going in. You can see here the borrowed light in between the classrooms in these areas on the left. On the right, you can see the, we call them kind of roof monitors. So this is in the 2 height areas. So the cafeteria, the CAF 1 area, there's 2 of these. They bounce light in. So this is a south facing window that's going to take that natural light and bounce it off of not a reflective surface, but a bright surface, and get it down into the area. Walking through the building, you can really see that feature. And it really does bring a lot of natural light into that area, which is great. On the left, you can, if you look up, you can kind of see where the roof monitor is. That beam that's wrapped up is a glulam beam. And right above that is one of the roof monitors. In the middle of the picture, you can see the ramp that's going up. They're getting very close to being able to pour that. We'd expect in the next month, probably prior to our next building committee meeting, they'll be ready to pour the ramp, which is great. And as I mentioned on one of the first pictures, you can see the updated field stone masonry veneer, the 1'8", I believe, or 2'4" in this area. So this is a smaller height area with the field stone, but that's moving around the building, which is great to see, a real natural product. On the left, you can see the part of the gymnasium, the gymnasium stores, the gymnasium office, and then you can see the light that gets let into the window and the framing for the walls of the gymnasium as well. On the right, you can see the hallway being built out and kind of a group learning area. The purple board right in the middle is kind of the central area of that learning commons area. And then on the left, you can see one of those interactive display features. So, some of them are planets, some of them are water animals, some of them are land animals, but they're scattered throughout the building and the hallway to make the hallways the adventure. So that's the beginning of the framing for one of those areas. And up above, you can see all the ductwork, copper lines for hot and cold water for both the chilled beams and the passive beams, and then the fire protection lines as well. So moving right along in E building. So update on the site cameras on the left, you can see where we were a month ago I apologize, I didn't update the dates. That is December 15th to January 19th. So left is December 15th, the right's January. You can see that the building is fully sheathed in and nearly temporarily insulated with some temp windows or some temp doorways. Oops, all right, a second. Here you can see the windows were nearly all temped in on the second floor on the left, and now we've received a majority of the windows. We have some of the horizontal windows that need to be finished on the right, but you can see the progress that's being made there, and you can see how the base was just a concrete before, and now we have the fieldstone masonry there as well. And then over to camera 3, so kind of right in front of our trailers, you can see a lot of windows have been put in. Nearly all of the windows in E building have been finalized over the last month. Excuse me. And you can see over in the back corner that A building has been sheathed in. So we are nearly tight in A building. We'd expect to be probably tight by the end of the month and be able to get heat throughout the entire building. So we have some new temporary heating units that are going to be placed in the courtyard as well, in between B building and C building, B and D building. So that's a quick construction update. I can see everyone, so if anyone has any questions and wants to ask any questions about the construction progress, I'm happy to take those. All right, we'll jump right along to a cash flow and schedule update. So through the month of December, I think the only invoice we're missing is PMAs. I just received that, so we'll get that in. But billed to date is 34.7 million. MSBA reimbursement to date is 11.6. And the next MSBA audit that'll be going in is for about $12 million. And we don't have a number on that we're targeting for reimbursement, but that would be the next submission going in. You can see, again, looking at this graph, the red bars are chasing right after the blue bars, which is what we want to see. We want to know that we're right on track. That helps PMA know that Brate has put in enough work in place that they are looking like they're going to meet the schedule. The reason for the big jump next month is very likely due to what we would expect to be receipt of some big mechanical units, so the rooftop units. That would probably be, and we are targeting those, whether they're next month or the following, but we are anticipating those very soon. We've had a lot of commissioning meetings where it's been mentioned, and they're forthcoming. But we are right on track with spending. We're right on track with the budget, which based on PMA's tracking of that and PMA's tracking of the schedule, right on track with where we thought the project would be at this point in time. So what we're expecting to see over the next month or so, we're going to complete the exterior sheathing, complete exterior masonry CMU and wall installations. Fieldstone masonry will likely continue for that period as well. We're going to begin the installation of the roof membrane. I think some of the group may know that the membrane was on hold. We did get a shipment in for E building, so the building closest to Richardson Homestead. And they did start that today. We are anticipating further deliveries of that material, and we're also anticipating the roofing subcontractor to have another crew. So we're going to be able to work on D and E building and kind of chase into B and then towards A and then out to C. So they are working to get more crews there, which is great news. We were very happy to hear. While it was delayed, we were not anticipating it until the 24th, and it got here yesterday. So that was great news. Air vapor and water barrier continuing at C and A building. So all that purple exterior sheathing will turn to that gray. Temporary windows will get partitioned in, and once curtain wall and the remaining windows arrive, the temporary is taken out and the finals are put in. Preparing the building for the weather tightness, as I mentioned, and getting the heat in those areas so that further installation of materials can continue. Wall board's going to continue at B and D building and then move over to A and C building as well once we get the temporary weather tightness in. Permanent windows are being installed as they are received. That'll continue. Exterior wall system, so the fieldstone masonry, the fiber cement panels, the metal wall panels, fieldstone masonry will continue. Fiber cement panels will begin, and the metal wall panels are likely to begin as well. We have all of the material. The Z-girts or green girt is on site. The installation's on site. I believe we are awaiting the fiber cement panels and the metal wall panels, but all the prep material can go up prior to all of those as well. We'll continue testing of the windows, and we'll continue the commissioning coordination efforts for MEP and envelope as well. So PMA has been in close contact with both Perkins Eastman, RJK, their consultant, and then also the district's MSBA assigned consultant, SMMA, who are going to be on site next week to witness some of the roof install as well.
Walter,
Yep.
the construction look ahead, how far of a projection is that? Is that construction look ahead to our next meeting or
Yep.
the next couple of months?
This is what we expect to see taking place and continue over the next month until our next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll jump right over to a contingency update. I would like to let everyone know that as of today, we are, what did we say, Chad, $150,000 lighter than this in current exposure?
Yep.
Yep. So good news. We had about $120,000 come off and turned into a $30,000 credit. So the available contingent, I think, went up to almost 84% down on that bottom bar, and the current exposure went down to below 7. Excuse me. So that was, we didn't get a chance to update this graph before the meeting. It was already sent out to everyone, but we wanted to let everyone know in a great spot, even where we were prior. PMA was comfortable with where we were. We're in an even better spot following the meeting today. Moving right along, 40% of the time is elapsed with 60% remaining. And we have 71% of contingency available if all PCOs were accepted as submitted currently. But that is higher. That's closer to 75% with the other, or 73% with the $150,000 added back into that blue section. So great place, moving right along. And we'll likely get a change order over to the select board for the first week in February. Excuse me. Next meeting, February 16th, followed by March 16th, and then April 20th, third Wednesday of the month, 5:30. Chad, do we have a couple new items to discuss to bring to get on the committee's radar?
Yeah, I think just so everyone's aware, the wastewater treatment plant probably fell off everyone's radar and the excitement of the new building. That is still something that's happening. So we had a good meeting on it a couple hours ago today to kind of wrap up that scope. Perkins is finalizing their bid package. They're going to hit the street with that very soon. And then we're also going to engage some of the base building contractors to take a look at the mechanical systems. Initially, we had not contemplated that, but the systems have really deteriorated since we first introduced this scope, actually over 2 years ago now today. So probably not next meeting, but during the March meeting, we hope to have some numbers and some scope. And again, this is always in the budget. We're just completing that piece of the buyout because it is outside of Rate's contract. So we'll talk about that in an upcoming meeting.
Chad, can I ask a question, Jackie?
Yep.
Yes, of course.
To back up on the wastewater treatment plant, are you saying that, and I'm guessing we'll get this at the next meeting, but did I understand you to say that perhaps the scope has changed a little bit since when we looked at this a couple of years ago, and that there may need to be more work that's considered?
Yep, very small. And again, before we move forward on any of that, we're going to bring it to this committee and we'll explain exactly we're proposing, but the project's in a very good position, and this is something that's really incidental to the project
Okay,
necessitating
ju-
this. So
so I'll just be patient.
Chad,
Any-
did we have anything else for updates on the committee that may have come up yesterday or today?
not that I can think of, Walter.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think it was just the wastewater treatment plant that we had the meeting on today. All right. Does anyone from the committee have any other new business items? And if not, we can turn it back over to Jackie.
I just wanted to tell the committee that Patrick and I will be working on updating the website. So if anyone has any suggestions or comments about the website, to please let us know. Anyone else have any other new business? Anything else, Walter?
No, Dan or Dawn, do you guys have any new business? No.
I don't. Nice to see everyone.
I don't either.
Not a problem. Appreciate it. And sorry, it was a very quick meeting tonight. We'll hopefully have more information for you guys on the wastewater next meeting and the following meeting as well.
And I just wanted to encourage people again, if you have a chance to do a walkthrough of the building, please feel free to contact me or Walter or Dr. Cabral about setting something up. It's really, really fun to walk through that building. I would really encourage you. Okay, anyone have anything else? Any comments in the chat or anything? I don't see anything. Florence, do you have anything? Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Cabral second.
Okay. So roll call vote. Martin,
Yes.
Cabral,
Yes.
Carlson,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Cedarbaum,
Yes.
Weintraub,
Yes.
Helen,
Yes.
Vamosi,
Mostly yes.
and Wiseman, yes. Very quick meeting. Thank you all very much. Have a great night, and we'll see you next month. Bye.
Good.
Good night.
Night.